come here and you just add it again, right? And if you have an existing one, there you go. I'm here again, right? But let me know if you have questions. Let me know if you have questions. I'm sure you might have some questions. Trust me, it could be a little bit confusing at the beginning, but it's not that complicated, honestly. Once you do it once or twice, it's going to be awesome. And now we're very close to the end of the series, and we're gonna do a live stream together very soon. Again, let me know if you have questions. Give me a thumbs up. Share it with your friends if you get any value out of this. And see you in the next video, boss. Thanks for watching.
Okay, so team 4. Team 4. Yeah. Request the participants to switch on the cameras. Yeah. Request the participants to switch on the cameras. Yeah. Request the participants to switch on the cameras. Yeah. Request the participants to switch on the cameras. I can see. I hope everyone has joined. Are we waiting for anybody? Else we can start. I hope everyone has joined.
One member, so just
are we waiting for anybody? Else we can start. Okay, or maybe we can start with the first round, and means we can start with the intro and all, and then I guess he will join. Yeah. Okay, or maybe we can start with the first round, and means we can start with the intro and all, and then I guess he will join. Yeah. Okay, or maybe we can start with the first round, and means we can start with the intro and all, and then I guess he will join.
भाई मैंने
Okay, or maybe we can start with the first round, and means we can start with the intro and all, and then I guess.
भाई मैंने
Or maybe we can start with the first round, and means we can start with the intro and all, and then I guess.
भाई मैंने भाई मैंने
Okay, so we start with the sports quiz final. Congratulations to all the 8 teams who have qualified the prelims. Okay, so I will just read out sports quiz final. Congratulations to all the 8 teams who have qualified the prelims. Okay, so I will just read out. So I'll just read out the teams who have qualified and their team names. At team number 1, we have Stay at Homies. Team number 2 is Arnold Shivaji Nagar Fan Club. Team number 3 is Virgin Power. Team number 4, Quizbull Mujahideen. Team 5 is Virat Kohli Fan Club. Team 6, FC Hollywood You Will Never Walk Alone. At team 7, we have Homo Correctus. And at team 8, we have Sophie's Choice. So we present you the sports quiz finals brought to you by Aritra Mustafi, myself, Ashutosh Sahu, and Kanishk Khatri. So we have 4 rounds. Round 1 is a written round of 4 questions each. Round 2 is clockwise, 8 questions. Round 3 written again, 4 questions. Round 4 is a counterclockwise, 8 questions. So I will now invite Kanishk to host the round 1 and start with the rules of the round 1. Yeah. Kanishk, go ahead.
Hi everyone, welcome to the Sports Quiz Finals. So this is the first written round. It consists of 4 questions. There is no negative marking and you get a plus 10 for every correct answer. So the round is basically as the quiz is for people under the age of 25. So all the athletes or any entity that is being mentioned or that is the answer of any particular question in this round is also of either 25 or younger than that. So are the rules clear? So basically the eligibility for the answer is that it should be 25 years or younger. It could either be an athlete or any sports related entity.
Also request the participants to keep your hands, both hands
Recording
visible.
in progress.
Yeah. So we will
Just one thing. You'll be given a minute to write down all the 4 answers and send it in the groups that have been formed. So don't type in your answers after every question. You'll be given a minute in which you can type out your answers and then send them all at once. Okay, so we are good to go. Next set. Question 1 of the sports quiz final. So this player made her debut for the Indian national team as a 17-year-old against Australia in September 21. During the bilateral series against New Zealand in February 2022, she scored the fastest 50 by an Indian player in women's ODI. Who is the international cricketer being talked about? And after which UNESCO World Heritage Site in the stadium was the stadium name in which she made her debut. So the country in which she made her debut is Australia. It wasn't a home game for India. So that's it. And she's the fastest scorer of a 15 in the women's ODI, an Indian.
Guys, can you just hold on this question for one second? I would call this. Can you just hold on?
Yeah. Can we move to the next question? The Danish translation for Central Jutland famously featured in the debut of an athlete who is just 15 months older than this entity and had a knack of having successful debuts across various competitions. Which entity and who is being talked about? So the sports entity is also younger than the age of 25. So basically, it was formed after 1st January 1997, and even the athlete was born after that. So who is the athlete being talked about? And give us the sports entity as well. The athlete is famous, like he had great debuts in all the competitions. Mostly, yeah, I guess in all the competitions, his debuts have been pretty great. And the sports entity is Danish, gets its name from it, the Danish translation for Central Jutland.
Okay, so you're saying that the sports entity is Danish.
Yeah, like I'm not saying it specifically, but yeah, the entity gets its name from the Danish translation for Central Jutland. I won't mention whether the entity is Danish or not.
Okay, all right.
Moving on to the next question. A ship sponsor in the United States is traditionally a female who is invited to bestow good luck and divine protection over the seagoing vessel. In 2016, the US Navy for the first time gave this honor to two Olympians in the US history, and this was for their ship USS Enterprise. Who were these two Olympians who were invited as the ship sponsor by the US Navy? Remember the theme of the round that should help you arrive at the answer. Next question. In summer afternoon was a band which covered One Direction, and in 2015 the band released 3 YouTube videos. The 4-membered band consisted of Ivan Uralev, Ladislav Nomkin, and Vyacheslav Nomkin, and another person who is famous in the world of sports. So who is this sports person who is nicknamed after his country's currency?
Acha, Kanishk, just one question. The blanks, are they indicative?
Yes, yes.
Or
Like
Yeah, blanks are indicative throughout the
so
quiz.
basically it could be that if the person is named Robert, the world commonly knows him as Bob as his nickname. So that could be an issue which might confuse you for the blanks.
Guys, will there be a rerun of this? 1, 2, 3, 4?
Yes,
Yes.
yes. So we'll cycle back once and then we'll give you a minute to send your answers in the group. A minute? Yeah, a minute will give. So the first question, we want the cricketer and the UNESCO heritage site after which the stadium has been named. The game was held in Australia. Second is Danish translation for Jutland, after which the team gets its name, and the athlete who made his famous debut, and his debuts across competitions have been pretty successful.
Guys,
in
just
20.
so the 25-year wala funda is for the athlete or for the entity? Could you just confirm?
For all the answers, 25-year wala funda is
There
applicable.
are two parts, right? The athlete and the
Yes,
entity.
so for all the answers, 25-year funda is applicable. Give us the two athletes. The Robert Bob thing is something that could confuse you, but it is not really that common as well. So probably won't be an issue, but otherwise the blanks are indicative. We'll give you a minute to submit your answers in the group.
Sorry to interrupt. Gaurav Tripathi and Akshay Rai from Team 5.
Also, we are not supposed to type during the question, or that rule isn't there.
All right, if you have, in this case, then it's not an issue, but from the next written round, just are done with all the questions. Final 10 seconds to submit your answers in the group.
We have received answers from team 1, team 3.
All the teams, please submit your answers right away. We are done with the time.
Team 8, team 2 also. Yeah. And team 5. Yeah, I think. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we have received answers from all the teams. Let's see the answer. Okay, एक बार just confirm कर दे रहे हैं. Yeah, so we have any changes or answers. Participants, you can shout out the answers here. Yeah.
Sir, sorry to interrupt again. Akshay Rai from Team 5, could you please turn on your camera? So you can continue.
Okay. Yeah. Anyone wants to?
Yes. Great Barrier Reef.
Yes, Richa Ghosh and Great Barrier Reef Arena. Second one.
Marcus Rashford and Midtjylland.
Yes, this is Midtjylland from Central Jutland, and obviously Marcus Rashford scoring on debut in Europa, PL, Champions League, League Cup, England 21, and England national team. Who were these two Olympians?
Simone Biles, Katie Ledecky.
Yes, Simone Biles and Katie Ledecky. Fourth.
Rublev.
Yes, Andrei Rublev is correct. So, okay, wait, let's see. Organizers, I am just saying the scores. Yeah. So team 1 gets 30 points. Team 2 also gets 30 points.
Yes, sir.
Team 3 gets 10. Sorry, 5. Yeah. Team 3 gets 5 points. Team 4 gets 35.
Yes, sir.
Team 5 gets 30 points. Team 6 also gets 30 points. Team 7 gets 40. And team 8 gets 15 points. I guess points are okay for all the teams. No one has any doubts.
We'll move on to the next round. Aritra will take over from.
So we will start with team 1. It's a pounce bounce. Pounce on the team chat after mention your pounces on the audio once and then pounce, and if any team has any doubts they can ask, else we will be starting with the question 1 in a few seconds. So here's the first question. A month before the 2019 Men's Cricket World Cup, ESPN Cricinfo released a series of videos featuring every team's memorable moments in the tournament history. The first episode, introducing the Sri Lankan side, focused on one of their former opening batsmen who scored Sri Lanka's first World Cup half-century back in 1975. After his retirement, he underwent a career switch and was instrumental in a certain way after the 1996 triumph. So what was his new profession? Okay. Team 2 pouncing.
Team 3 pounds.
Team 3 pouncing. Okay.
You're supposed to give the pounds on the WhatsApp, right? On
yeah, WhatsApp group, yeah. I received pounces from team 2, team 7, and I will be closing the pounds with team 3's pounds. Okay. So
pounds. अरे pounds करना है तो क्या pounds बोल के करना है?
हाँ, bounce बोल के करना है. But we have closed the pounds unfortunately for this question.
चलो ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं.
Okay. So team 1, yeah, team 1, you're direct.
Okay, we'll say he became the president of Sri Lanka.
Not president. Team 2 pounds, team 3 pounds, team 4.
Well, he became associated with the team in the role of a coach, maybe.
Not coach. Passing to team 5.
He went into politics. He became either the president or the prime minister. Not sure, but he went into politics. That is, I guess.
No, not politics or presidents such as. Okay. Team 6. Passing to team 6.
I think like after he switched his career, he actually became an umpire, and some of his decisions led to Sri Lanka winning the World Cup. So he became an umpire.
Okay. Good guess, but not umpire. We will team 7 pounced. Team 8.
Okay, so we'll guess that like some player got injured in the final, and like this person became a physio and helped train him back to fitness.
No, I would. So no, that's not correct. So yeah, so everyone is done. So any team who has pounced, team 7 or team 2 wants to shout out the answer. They have got it correct.
He was the pilot. Sunil Vettimani was the pilot.
Yeah, Sunil Vettimani, and he was the pilot. So basically the first episode introducing, so that's the name, that was the name of the episode, basically Lanka's pilot episode. So team 2 gets a +10. Team 3 gets a -10. Team 7, okay, they mentioned the cricketer wrong, but they gave the profession right. So we will give them a +10 because the cricketer was not mentioned. So yeah. Okay. So I guess, and no one gets it correct on bounce. So it will be a direct to team 1 again. So we want direct to team photographer who made it big by snapping the iconic image of a historic world record during the Olympics. He returned to the next Olympics with his own photo agency. While covering the pole vault event, he stood next to an elderly woman and thought to himself, boy, they are giving out credentials to anybody. It was only after a few moments he was informed who the lady was. So for the first part, whose image did he click? And for the second part, who was the elderly lady who he stood beside? For the first part, we have an image. So this is Tony Duffy in the right, and this is the athlete whose photo he clicked on the left. So you have to mention which athlete is this on the left and who is the elderly lady he met in the next edition of the Olympics.
Sorry to disturb you, sir, but team 4, Rachit and Shivam, your hands aren't visible at all.
Yeah, I would
Now
request
they're
the
visible, but they should be visible during the group as well.
I would request the participants to keep your hands visible on camera until and unless you are bouncing, because that's the only time you need your phone.
Pounds.
Okay, team 5 is bouncing.
Team 7
And
also bouncing.
okay, so I will be closing the pounds with these 2 pounds.
For pounds, we need both parts correct, else we'll get negatives.
Yeah. I have received pounds from team 7, team 5, waiting for your answer. Mention the pounds. WhatsApp team 5. You can keep a track of it then, not in the Zoom chat, please. Team 5. Team 5, are you bouncing? Okay. Okay, so yeah, I have received the pounds from team 5. Team 1, you're direct, you can. Yeah, team 1.
It is the world record of Bob Neiman. That was the
Yeah.
image he took. And for the old lady, no, I don't think I have an idea.
Okay, so team 2.
What did team 1 say?
Team 1 for the first part, they said Bob
Just
Beeman.
go to the image. Go to the image. For first part, we'll go with the Bob Beeman and the long jump record. And second part, kiska jao? Okay, second part will say Fanny Blankers Cohen, the flying housewives.
Moving to team 3.
No, I don't have an answer.
Okay, team 4.
Well, the athlete of whom he clicked the picture is Bob Beeman, of course. The women athlete, we don't have a guess for that.
Okay, team.
Maybe Rohan, you can, sorry, Rachit, you can say it out. We have an answer for the second part. My teammate is giving it.
Okay, can you give it fast? Yeah.
Carol and Duffy's mom.
Can you repeat once? I did not get
Carol and Duffy's mother.
Okay, no, I will pass to team 5. You were team 4, right? Yeah. So team 5 also pounced. Team 6.
So we'll say the guy is Bob Beeman,
Hmm.
and the woman was Yelena Isinbayeva, whose record he broke.
Okay, so I will pass to team 7 also pass, team 8.
Yeah, we'll say he clicked Bob Eamon's pick, and the elderly woman is Wilma Rudolph.
No, not Wilma Rudolph. So team 7 got the vote paths on correct on pounds. Do you want to shout out the answer? Or? So it is Bob Beeman in the first part.
Bob Beeman right? The 72
yes,
Olympics.
yes, Bob Beeman, and the next Olympics was 1972. So Lenny Riefenstahl. So yeah. Yeah, so team 7 gets plus 10, and team 5 unfortunately gets negative 10. And the next question will be a direct to team 8. I hope the scorer is.
Next is a direct to team 2, right?
Team 8. Oh, sorry. Yeah, team 2. My bad. Yeah, sorry. Oh, sorry. And who got Bob Beeman correct in the bounce also? Yeah,
That was one. That was one.
Yeah, Bob. Team 1 gets a plus 5. Yeah, my bad. Sorry. So I will repeat the scores again. Team 1 gets a plus 5. Team 7 gets a plus 10. And team 5 gets a minus 10.
Yes.
Yeah. So moving to question number 3, direct to team 2. There were speculations that the rugby union team will undergo a name change post a 2019 terrorist attack in the city it is based in, as the name was considered offensive due to its association with the religious wars fought in medieval Europe. The team did not change its name eventually. So what is the name of the franchise and which city is the team based in? So for the picture, this is one of the traditions they undergo before the match starts.
Aritra, team 6 is bouncing.
Okay.
Team 1 is bouncing.
Yeah.
Team 4 is bouncing.
Okay, so yeah, so I will close the pounds with team 4's pounds. Team 1,
Pouncing.
6.
Team 5 is also pouncing.
Okay, yeah, team 5 also. Yeah. So I have received pounces from team 1, team 6, team 7, team 8.
Team 5B.
Okay, team 5, can you be a little fast? And also I would request the teams to shout out once, means to say on the audio before they pounce.
Aritra, there's some issue with the internet, so I've pinged you the answer on Zoom as well.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I've got it. Okay, so team 2, you're direct, you can.
Yeah, so we'll say the city is Christchurch in New Zealand, the Christchurch
Okay.
bombings. And name of the franchise like Crusaders, Christchurch Crusaders or Crusaders.
Yes, Crusaders and Christchurch is correct. So team 2 gets a plus 10. Team 1 gets a plus 10 on pounds. Team 4 gets a plus 10. Team 5 also gets a plus 10. Team 6 and team team 6, 7, and 8 also
Yes.
gets a plus 10. So this 1, 2, yeah. So now it will be a direct to team 3. During the inaugural season of the World Team Tennis in 1974, Billie Jean King was chosen as the player coach of the Philadelphia franchise. Soon after, one of her close friends decided to write a song to wish her luck for the new venture and for the team to use it as their anthem. Now, because of competing at the World Team Tennis in 1974, a male tennis player was not allowed to take part in the French Open, robbing him of a chance to achieve the calendar slam as he won the other 3 majors in the year. For the first part, which singer wrote the song for the Philadelphia team and who was the male tennis player? It's a direct to team 3. Again, for the pounds, I need both the paths. I'll be closing the pounds in 10 seconds.
Team 4 is bouncing.
Okay, so team 4, I will close the pounds after I receive their answer.
Pounds.
No.
Team 5 is also bouncing.
No, I have closed the pounds actually. Yeah, team 4 was the last team whose pounds will be received.
Team 5 has also bounced, Aritra.
नहीं मतलब I had closed the pounds means मतलब team 4 के I think we are giving ample time to
Whose
pounce
direct
on.
is this?
Question team 3.
So for the I can
wait. I have not received team 4's answer yet. Okay, yeah, I have received. Yeah, you can go.
Yeah, for the singer, I'll go with the Elton John, and for the tennis player, I'll go with the Billie Jean King himself.
Okay. Male tennis player. Okay.
Himself.
Okay, so passing to team 4 pounds, team 5.
So the singer is Elton John, and the name of the player is, just 1 second, Jimmy Connors.
Okay, yeah, you get both the parts correct. Elton John, who wrote the song Philadelphia Freedom, and Jimmy Connors is the player. So team 3 gets a +5 for getting Elton John correct. Team 2 gets +10 on pounds. Sorry, team 4. My bad. Team 4 gets a +10 on pounds. And team 5 gets a +10 on bounce. Just a minute. Yeah.
Every time a new question is being read, your eyes seem to be wandering around the screen, like going down and stuff. So kindly avoid that.
Team number?
Team 4, Rachit.
Team 4.
Also, I would request all the members of Team 5, to adjust your cameras in such a way that both of your hands are visible. Gaurav Party, if you could.
So we will move on to the next question. It will be a direct to team 6 since team 5 got this answer correct. The fans of an MLB team has a tradition to yell out the O in the line, "O say thus that the Star-Spangled Banner yet wave" whenever the national anthem is played. The same was also heard when an American received his gold medal during the Rio Olympics. Which MLB franchise and who was the American? It's a direct to team 6. I will be okay. So no one is bouncing. So I will be closing the bounce in 5 seconds.
Sir, whose direct is this?
Team 6.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah. So yeah, team 6, you can go. Once you can give the answer. Yeah.
We also helps, no? All right. So the MLB franchisee we will guess is Baltimore Orioles.
Okay.
And the American who received this gold medal, we are guessing Michael Phelps.
And that's correct. Baltimore Orioles, OCO, and obviously Baltimore Bullet, Michael Phelps. So team 6 gets a plus 10 on bounce. Just a minute, I have to see. Yeah. So it will be a direct to team 7 now. The Real Club, the Polo Grounds at Barcelona, hosted the first edition of the World Cup of a sport. The country X that was supposed to host the tournament earlier, but since it was in a political tension with its neighbor, they did not host it. The tournament was conceived by the Army's Air Marshal, who also donated the trophy for the event. The final was played between Spain and X, with the latter coming out on top. Which tournament is this? Also, ID the nation X, who are the most successful in the tournament's history.
Two is bouncing.
Okay.
Aritra, team 6 is bouncing.
Sure. Okay.
Just a question, Aritra, just a question. You have mentioned World Cup of a sport and you have asked what tournament is this. So that.
Yeah, so give me the sport.
You need a sport for the first part, right?
Yeah. Yeah, the sport will do. Okay, I have received bounces from team 2 and team 6. It's a direct to team 7, and I will be closing the bounce with this.
Team 1 is bouncing.
Okay, yeah, team 1 you can send. Yeah, team 1. So I have received the bounces. Team 7, yeah, team 7 you can answer. Team 7, yeah.
Just need the nation, right? Or the sport.
Yeah. Just.
We'll say this is Pelota and the other country, Argentina.
Okay, moving to team 8.
We'll say this is Pelota and the other country, Argentina.
Team 8. No.
Yeah, we'll say Pelota and Germany.
Okay. Team 1 pounced. Team 2 also pounced. Team 3.
No idea. No idea.
Okay. Team 4.
Is the other country Italy by any chance?
Are you asking? Means I am conserving points, so means I won't say it is right or not. So
okay. Okay.
And any guess for the first part?
Well, golf.
Okay, so team 5.
So the sport we think it is hockey, and the nation is probably Germany. Don't know.
Okay. Moving to team 6. Team 6 didn't bounce, right? Yeah. sorry, team 6 bounced, and it was a direct to team 7. So team 6 and team 2 got it correct on bounce, and the tournament is indeed hockey World Cup.
and Pakistan.
Yeah, hockey and Pakistan is correct. The first edition was held in 1971, and since due to the war, they could not host it. So team 1 unfortunately gets a -10. Team 2 and team 6 gets a +10 on pounds. And team 5 gets a +5 for saying hockey. I think team 5 said hockey for the first, or did team 8 also say hockey? I'm not sure. No, team 5 was the first. Yeah, sure.
Acha, Aritra, who else received points? Just clarify once.
Okay. Team 1 gets -10.
Yes.
Team 2 gets +10.
Yeah, fair enough.
Team 6 gets +10.
Yeah.
And team 5 gets a +5.
Thank you.
What did they pounce on, by the way?
Huh?
What did they pounce on? Sorry.
Which team?
Team 1.
Sorry, I cannot reveal the answers. And yeah. But they said hockey, yeah. They got it wrong in the nation. So moving on to the next question, it's a direct to team 6. Yeah. Team 5 got 1/2 correct. So it's a direct to team 6 now. You're direct. During the 2020 Olympics, Scottish fans across social media noticed that some athletes of a particular contingent had Scottish surnames, not realizing that it was due to their forefathers who had set up colonies in the country and enslaved them thereafter. So which contingent is this, which had Scottish surnames, which had many athletes with Scottish surnames? And name any one athlete too, just to give an example that this athlete has Scottish surnames and they were the athletes the fans were referring to in social media. So it's a direct to team 6. So no one is bouncing, okay. I'll be closing the bounce in another 10 seconds. If any team wants to bounce, they can. Yeah. So I will close the bounce. Team 6, it's your direct.
Actually, so for the contingent, we will guess this could be Trinidad and Tobago.
Okay.
And we have no idea about the athlete.
Okay, so moving to team 7.
We'll say Morris and Chile.
Okay. Passing to team 8.
Okay, we'll just say this is Norway, and there's this footballer called O'Shaughnessy there.
Okay. Moving to team 1.
I will say New Zealand and maybe McDonald.
Okay. Moving to team 2.
Yeah, we'll go with Australia, and part 2 we'll say Emma McKeown, the swimmer.
Good guess, but we'll move to team 3. Team 3, are you attempting? Team 3, can you? Where is team 3? Does anyone know, or did they left? Okay, so we will move to team 4.
For the contingent, we'll go Brazil and athlete, let's say McTominay. Just a guess.
Okay. Moving to team 4. Sorry. Yeah, team 4. No, sorry, team 5.
So the country is Jamaica and the athlete is probably Johan Blake.
Okay, but Blake is not a Scottish surname, but yeah. So basically this is Jamaica, and at least they were referring to is Fraser, means Shelley and Fraser and Ellen Thompson. So Fraser and Thompson, and obviously apart from the having similar surnames, their flags are also kind of similar. So only team 5 gets a +5 in this question with Jamaica. And yeah, I guess we move on to the last. Yeah, so the last question of this round, it will be a direct to team 6 again. This kit was Real Madrid's first collaboration with whom? Either name the person or give a small alphanumeric for an answer. For hints, I can say that they collaborated with the person recently, and this was the first collaboration from around, means in the around 6 to 7 years ago around. Yeah.
So this is recent.
Can you repeat that line again?
So means this was the first collaboration which
Team 4 is
happened around
bouncing.
6 to 7 years ago, and they again collaborated with this person recently. So I will close the pounds. Which team pounds?
Hey Arithro, just wait, Amarto, wait. Arithro, does
Team
the
4
alphanumeric act as an hint?
Yeah, yeah.
So like, just to make sure we both are on the same page, you said that Real Madrid collaborated with someone. All right. And that was 7 years ago. This jersey is from 7 years ago. All right. And this entity also recently collaborated with someone else.
They collaborated with Real Madrid again recently.
Okay.
Team 1 is pouncing.
Okay, thanks.
So team 4 and team 1 are pouncing. And I will close the pounds now. I'll just receive these two teams' answers. I have received. It was the direct to team 6, right? Yeah. Team 6, you can answer.
Okay, so for the you just need the name of a person would suffice, right?
Yeah.
All right, the dragon. Since it's a dragon, I will say Gareth Bale.
Okay. We'll pass to team 7.
So like this is a collaboration with a person or like an entity. Will you specify that?
Can you repeat? Yeah. What was
Is this a collaboration with a person or an entity? Will you specify that?
Means a person, and if you give the means either will work, either the person or the entity.
The guys who made Dragon Ball Z.
Okay. Passing to team 8. Team 8.
Us.
Team
Yeah,
1. Team 1.
Team 1 pounced.
Okay, yeah, sorry. Team 2.
Okay, we'll go Valentino Rossi. We are
Okay, no, not Valentino Rossi. Team 3. Team 3, can you
Team
be a
3
little...
isn't there in the meeting, I guess.
Okay. Okay, so team 4. Team 4. जल्दी करो.
Team 4 pounced.
Okay, sorry, my bad. Team 5.
The entities, maybe Game of Thrones.
Not Game of Thrones. So we have covered all the teams, I guess. Yeah. So this was from the recent El Clasico match, the jersey they wore. Does anyone want to guess who the person or the... Okay, we will close this. This is Yoji Yamamoto or Y3. So this was, so they wore black jersey. And so with this and nobody gets point in this question. So yeah, no, sorry, yeah, my bad. Team 1 gets points on.
I think your net is lagging a bit. I don't know if it's only for me or for the others also.
What? Can you repeat? I did not get you.
I said I think your connection is lagging a bit. I don't know if it's only for me or for the others also. Like before going to the next round, will you be giving us an update on the points?
Yes, I had some network issues on my side. So yeah. So you all, so this was the answer, Yoji Yamamoto or Y3, the jersey they wore in the El Clasico. So yeah. Can we have the scores? And we will start with the round 3 now.
Akhil, you can share your screen once if that's not an issue.
Yeah.
Okay. Akhil, are you sharing the scores?
So I can't share right now. It's showing participants.
Okay, then wait, let me share. So yeah, total is it of all the rounds or okay? So you have not totaled it, right? Okay, no, yeah. Team 1 is at 45. Team 2 is at 60. Team 3 is at 0. Team 4 is at 65. Team 5 is 50. Team 6 at 60. Team 7 leading the quiz till now at 70. And Team 8 is at 25. So I hope the scores are correct, since there's no issue. And we will begin the round
What
3.
did you say? 4 score was?
4, 1, 2, 3, 65.
Okay, cool.
Team 1, please keep both your hands in the frame visible at all times.
Also, sorry to interrupt, and please consider this as a last warning. And if your hand is not visible at any point of time, we'll have to disqualify.
And also please use phones only while you're bouncing. So we will start with the round 3. I guess Kanishk will take over. Yeah.
Again, a written round. It also consists of 4 questions, same rules. So the theme is sports moniker or sports related idioms basically. And we'll request you all to type in your answers in the final 1 minute that we'll be giving to you. Before that, don't use your phones or touch your phones at all. So we are good to go. Next slide, please. Earlier, during a boxing match, fighters, spectators who had an interest in getting into the bout would signal it by doing a particular gesture. This gesture gave rise to an idiom that is now used to refer to one's willingness to participate in a contest. Which idiom are we talking about?
So just to confirm, this idiom now is not restricted just to boxing, like
No. No.
Team 1, Ashwant, your hand is not visible.
T for Shivam says only one of your hands is visible.
We'll move on to the next question. The strongest part of the blade in fencing, and this word or the name that is given has a French origin. The strongest part of the blade, and the word has a French origin. The word has found its way to common day usage in English as well. We'll move on to the next question. The moniker given to the city has nothing to do with its fruit production. In fact, the moniker gained popularity in connection with horse racing. In the 19th century, people with a lot of certainty about something might have said this, which helped extend the use to horse racing. Since the city was most prominent for horse racing during the early 20th century, this term came to be referred to by a newspaper reporter, John Fitzgerald, which was soon picked up by the entire city. Which city is this, and what was the moniker given? People tend to think that it is related to food production, but actually find its roots in the world of sports.
Team 1, Ashwant, could you adjust your camera?
Next question. Back in 1998, during a pre-match interview, hyping his match against UFC champions Ken Shamrock at that year's WrestleMania, Rock uttered a word which not only changed the face of sports entertainment, but even the English language. This word got stuck with the wrestling industry and was also introduced in the Merriam Dictionary in 2007. Which word is this? Which means decisive defeat or a confrontation between rivals and competitors, among others.
Team 4, Shivam. Your hands are not visible and you are continuously looking down.
Let's cycle back with the questions. First question.
Team 4 Ratchet, your hands.
Next. Next.
Just
Next.
1 second, could you go to two?
Which question?
Two.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, you can start typing the answers.
Did you clarify anything about it, that about the modern uses of the word, or didn't?
Like we did not say much, but whatever, even in the modern usage, the context is kind of similar, not exactly similar, but yeah, question has hints for the current usage as well in the normal language. "20 more seconds before you give your final answers in your groups.
Team 6 Rajdeep, neither of your hands are visible.
Please send your respective answers. We are done with the time.
I think everyone has answered, or is there any team left?
Yes, we can move to the answers part.
Okay, so which idiom?
Throwing the hat into the ring.
Yes, hat in the ring, or throwing your hand, tossing your hat, anything with two. What name is given to the strongest part?
Forte.
Yeah, Forte is correct. Which city and what moniker?
Big Apple in New York.
Yes, correct. And the last one.
Is this SmackDown by any chance?
Yes, SmackDown is correct. Yeah. So, wait, let us. Wait, let me add Ashutosh in all the groups also. Okay, so team 1 gets 20. Team 2 gets 30. Team
Team 3 is not there in the
3,
quiz.
yeah, team 3 is not there. Team 4 gets 10. Team 5 also gets 10. Team 6 gets 20. Team 7, okay. Team 7 gets 40. And team 8 gets 30. And just a minute, let me add. Yeah. So now we will be starting with the.
Aritra, how many points did team 1 score?
20.
20.
Oh, fair. Nice.
Yeah. So we will, I think the scores are clear. Yeah. So we'll move on to the round 4 and Ashutosh will be taking over.
Hi everyone. Hope I'm audible. Can
Yes.
anyone confirm? Yeah.
Yes.
Again, this is a bounce round. This rule are same as round 2, and this will be anti-clockwise. So we'll start from team 1 and move on from.
We'll start with team 8.
Sorry, team 8 and go to team 1. I repeat that keep your hands visible at all the time and no googling please.
Sahu, बस 1 second रुकना, मतलब I'll be back in a minute.
In the meantime, does anyone wants to know the total score or anything?
Yeah, can you just show the cumulative scores after the third round?
Akhil, if you can either share your screens or just announce it from this sheet straight away, it's not an issue.
Yeah.
All right. So team 1 gets 65. Team 2 is at 90. Team 4 is at 75. Team 5 is at 60. Team 7 is at 80. And Team 8 is at 110.
Akhil,
7 should be on 100.
Yeah, sorry. Team 6 at 80 and Team 7 is 110 and Team 8 is 55. My bad.
Yeah, it's perfect. Thank you.
Okay. So I think we can start with the round 4.
Yeah. First question. A Cameroonian basketball player and 5-time All-Star gave himself the 2-word nickname XY while responding in a hopeful way about acting like a savior for the Philadelphia 76ers when his former teammate Ben Simmons was going under the knife. His response was, sorry, anyone speak?
No, you can carry on.
His response was, call me XY, -- put your faith in me and it will be worth it. The nickname XY comes from a famous 3-worded chant of the 76ers, a phrase which has often been associated with Arsenal as well as in the recent years. So give me the nickname XY and the 3-worded phrase. So this nickname is part of
a plug in my charger.
Sorry? Could you repeat?
Kushni, continue.
Yeah, so this nickname is, the phrase is, the nickname is a part of the chant/phrase. So let's say if the phrase is Bharat Mata Ki Jai, then the nickname would be Bharat Mata. XY is the nickname and I want the phrase as well.
We are pouncing. Team 4 is pouncing.
Cool.
Team 6 is also pouncing.
Fine. I've got a response from team 7.
Wait, 1 will also pounce.
So I'll close with 1's pounce. 1, 4, 6, and 7. Sending your answers, and this is direct to team 8. We got answers from team 1, 4, 6, and 7. Team 8, could you shout out the answer? This is your direct. Team 8.
So we'll say the nickname XY is the Redeemer and the three-word phrase being Christ the Redeemer.
Good guys. Moving on, team 5. Team 5. If not, we'll move on. So we'll move on. We'll consider this as a pass. Team 4 pounds. Team 3 is not there. Team 2.
For first,
Okay.
yeah, go ahead, Abbas. Go ahead, Abbas.
Okay, so the three-worded phrase will go like not the fourth, like fourth coming and all that. And so the X no longer fourth, but the three word is no longer fourth, and X is the Jesus the fourth, something like that.
Good guys. Moving on. Team 1.
We pounced.
Yeah. Team 2, I got the answer from team 2. Bounce. So the bounce is closed. Anybody would like to shout out the answer from
Ashutosh,
1, 4?
we didn't get a direct, I think.
I gave you the chance. You didn't answer actually. Team 5.
Acha,
I
okay,
gave you
okay,
a
no,
position, and yeah.
no problem.
Probably, yeah. So team 1, 4, 6, 7. Anyone would like to shout out the answer? If not, we can move on.
The process and trust the process.
Is correct. So 10 points to whoso bounced, team 1, 4, 6, and 7 plus 10 to them, and no one gets it on bounce. So the next question is direct to team 8 again. Next slide. So team 8, Lena and Lily Luik from Estonia participated in the women's marathon at the 2016 Rio Olympics. So before they start their journey to the Olympics, they started a Facebook page before under the name dash dash dash, and this blanks are indicative. So to document the journey to the Brazil, and they in the Facebook page they posted pictures of themselves training, eating, and hanging out during their downtime. So what apt nickname or rhyming name did they choose for the Facebook page? So they look at the names and
whose direct is this?
This direct to team.
Acha, rhyming matlab the first and third words are rhyming, right? Not the second or
Yeah.
And the blanks are indicative, right?
Blanks are indicative.
I'll confirm 4, 2, 3, right?
Team 1 pounces.
4, 2, 3 is correct.
So do you need the blanks to be absolutely correct exactly, or will you consider a slight variation?
Send in your answer. I'll look into this. So with team 1's bounce will close.
Team 4 is bouncing.
Okay, just at the nick of time. So with team 1 and 4, I'll close the bounce.
7 has bounced.
Team
Would
7
just
has
ask
also
team
bounced.
7 to announce their bounce on the audio whenever they bounce.
Team 4, could you send in your answer a little fast?
Is bounce open?
Hey, 2 is bouncing. 2 is bouncing.
Bounce is already closed.
Team 4, can you be a little fast? Team 4. Or else we will move on.
I've not received pounds from Team 4 yet, so I've given
Ashutosh,
ample
who's
time.
directing this?
This team's 8 direct.
And 4 bounces in that time can be formed?
No, no, the
No,
pounds
no,
is already closed, and Team 4 I'll not receive your pounds this time. So
Who all have pounced?
Team 7 and Team 1.
Team 4 just bounced. There was an issue. You can check it.
Oh, cool. Team 8, you can give your answer.
So we'll guess Trio and Rio for the name.
Could you improve a bit?
It says Trio 2 Rio.
Yeah, I'll give you. Team 7 and Team 1 also gets it correct on pounds. Team 4 gets a negative. And Team 8 also gets it correct on pounds. So plus 10 to Team 7, 1 and 8 and minus 10 to Team 4.
Who got a positive?
Team 1 and 7 and 8.
All right, and I think Team 4
Team 4
gets
minus 10.
All right,
Yeah.
thank you.
Once you have pounced, you only have 10 seconds to answer. If your net is not working, then please ask your fellow teammate to send in the answers. Team 4, you have constantly been taking a lot of time once you have pounced.
I will start giving negatives.
Yeah, we'll keep that in mind.
Yeah, we can move on if the scoring is done. Team question number 3. Direct to Team 7. John Alesi had worked his way up to the second place in the 97 Australian Grand Prix. With 5 cars retiring early and the rest pitting early, he was confident of a podium finish. However, his team attempted to call in for 5 laps, but the Frenchman remained oblivious as his radio stopped working and he did not look at the pit board. Ultimately, he was forced to retire on lap 34 for a rather peculiar reason. What forced him to retire?
Team 1 bounces.
Team 5 is pouncing.
Team 6 is pouncing.
With Team 6 pounds, I'll close the pounds. So, can you confirm? Sorry? Team 6, Team 1 and Team 5. So, yeah.
2 pounds we said not right.
Sorry?
Yeah, we are accepting your points. We are accepting.
Team 4, right? Or Team 2?
2.
Okay, I received pounds from Team 6, Team 5.
Can Team 4 pounce?
No. Pounds is already closed.
Okay.
2, 5, 6 and 1. I've received pounds from 2, 5, 6 and 1. I'll close. So yeah, this is direct to Team 7. You can give out the answer now.
We'll say his fuel was running out, and since he was not in contact with his team, he did not realize that.
It is correct. So Team 7 gets a plus 10. Team 5 gets a negative 10. Team 1, 6 and 2 gets a plus 10 as well. I'll repeat the score. Team 1, 2, 6 and 7 gets a plus 10. Team 5 gets a minus 10.
Yes, sir.
Also, I'd request to all of the teams that once you submit the answer, don't delete or change anything. If there is any scope of improvement, I'll let you know. You can answer or make changes then. Next question. This is direct to Team 6. The Peregrines famously returned to the city's ancient cathedral in 2006 and have continued to nest there ever since. These birds inspired a team based in the region to rename themselves from X Phantoms to its current name XY. So give me the team name with current team name. So if you know what peregrines are whose I mean the type of birds they are, and you could arrive at the nickname and thus the team name as well.
Any hint for the city or like the place, or that you're not?
Like, if you could come again, hours.
Yeah, I asked that you gave that okay for that nickname that hint is there, but for city any hint is there?
If no one is objecting, I'll give a hint.
We are objecting. Team 6.
Okay.
Just a question. X is same in both the old name and the new name, right?
Yeah, X is city's name if I was not clear the first time, and Y is the basically the team's full name. Y nickname.
Okay, you need the full name of the team, right?
Exactly.
Okay. Team 1 sponsors.
Team 5 is bouncing. Team 5 is
Team
bouncing.
1 and Team 5 pounds. I'll close the pounds. Okay, 1, 4, and 5. I'll close the pounds.
We said 2. We said 2 is bouncing. Hello.
Oh, sorry. 1, 2, and 5, right?
Team
1, 2, and 5.
Team 4 is bouncing.
4. Sorry, I closed the pounds earlier.
It's closed.
Yeah, it's closed.
Okay.
Did you give a hint?
I had already.
No, we didn't. No hints at all.
What else do you need in the answer? Like
team name. Waiting for team 2's answer and
so you need the place.
Yes.
So that's what. So you need X and Y, right?
Yes.
So that's our X and Y. So we just take it as X and Y.
Okay. So team 6 direct.
Sorry, team, can we improve? Sorry, can we improve? There was a confusion. Can we improve the answers we would ask?
Final 5 seconds. Final 5 seconds.
Abbas, wait. No, Kanishk, there's a confusion. So there is one team. I have given you the name of a team. Okay. So what else do you want in the answer? Like, I'm that.
Yep. I want you to improve on the place. Basically, you gave X, Y, and I want to improve on X. You to improve on X.
Improve. Okay.
Improve as in, yeah.
I mean, that's the name of a place. How can we improve? Oh, place is not correct. Okay.
Last 5 seconds.
Yeah, we'll check it. We'll check it. Sorry, guys. Sorry.
If you could answer quickly.
Whose answer is it on the bounce?
This is team 6 direct.
Guys, can team 6 answer? Are you still waiting for a bounce?
Yeah, team 6, you can answer. I'll not
Okay.
give any more time to team 2.
Okay, so it's New York City Hawks who went to Toronto Finals.
Passing on, team 5. Team 5 bounced. Team 4.
The name was the current name is Philadelphia Firebirds.
Team 3. Team 3 is not there. Team 2 has already answered. Team 1. Team 1 also has already answered. So team 8.
Yeah, we'll say this is the Florence Falcons.
Cool. Would you like to improve on the place? Improve as in change the place?
Florentine. Firenze
Oh.
for the Italian name, maybe.
No. I want a different place, basically. The place is not correct. So,
Okay. One sec. I don't know. We'll just say Fiorentina Falcons.
team 7.
We'll say the Paris Falcons.
Sorry?
Paris Falcons, the city being Paris.
Cool. Team 6, I think, was team 6 direct. And none of the teams answered on bounds. Team 5, you get a negative. Team 2, team 1 gets a +10. And just a second. And team 2 also gets a -10. Team 1, could you shout out the answer?
Derbyshire Falcons.
Aritra, move on to the answer slide. Yeah. So the answer I was looking for is Derbyshire Falcons. And was the scoring clear? Team 5, 2 gets a negative. Team 1 gets a +10. And team, I'll give team 8 a +5 because they said Falcons.
Yes.
Yeah. And next question, direct to team 7. This is till date the only instance where the podium finishes of the 100-meter and the 200-meter sprint events at the Olympics were in the exact same order. So I basically want the edition. In which edition was this? Is this unique event occurred, and which athlete won the gold medal? So if you look at the podium, you might get some hints from it.
Yeah, the image has some hints which can lead you to the edition of the Olympics. And so you can narrow it down.
And for the athlete, once you if you get the first part, the second part you could easily get. I'll wait for yeah. Sorry, this is team 7's direct. I'll closing pounds in 5.
Pounds, team 5
2
is
is
pouncing.
pouncing. 2 is pouncing.
5 is also
Okay.
pouncing.
With 5 and 2 pounds, I'll close. Give out your answer real quick.
Team 4 pouncing.
Sorry, it is already closed. 2 and 5 already pounced, and I've already closed.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Team 5, could you give out your answer? Sorry, I cannot give you more time, Team 5. I've already told that previously. I'll just give you 5 more seconds. Team 7's direct. You can answer.
But like, wasn't going anti-clockwise?
Yeah, it was Team 8 previously answered, right? Falcon. So this is Team 7's direct.
All right.
Team 7.
Yeah, so we'll say the edition of the Olympics is 1988, and we'll say the person who gold medaled in both events was Florence Joyner Griffith.
Okay. Passing on Team 6.
Okay, so edition we are guessing is 1956, like Melbourne Olympics in Australia. And the athlete which won the gold medal we are guessing is Betty Cuthbert.
That is perfectly correct.
Beautiful.
So Team 5 gets a negative on bounce, Team 2 as well, and Team 6 gets it correct on bounce. So if the scoring is done, then we can move on to the next question real quick.
Yes, sir.
So for the 6, this is direct to Team 6 gave the answer. So Team 5, this is direct to Team 5, and the question is that during the 1977 candidates tournament semi-final match against Soviet Le Polugeski, Viktor Korchnoi was denied the right to play under any nation's flag, as he recently fled from the USSR. Being without a country, he offered to play under a particular flag, which was also vetoed by the Soviets. And the second part to the question is raise the dash dash is a chant by announcer Greg Brown whenever a major league outfit with an Indian connect wins a game. So a particular flag connects both of these instances. I want the name of the flag.
Who is bouncing?
So basically, if you think of a major league with an Indian connect, you might be able to guess the flag as well. Closing in 5, 4.
8 is Pittsburgh.
Cool. We'll close with Team 8 pounds, 2 and 8.
Sorry to interrupt. Team 5, Saurabh, could you just adjust the camera angle so that both of your hands are visible?
Yeah, Team 5, this is your direct. You can answer.
Also, sorry to interrupt again, but Team 4, Shivam said your hands are going down again and again.
We have given enough warnings to Team 4 already, right?
Continue with the bounce.
Yeah, Team 5 answer.
Is the bounce still open?
No, bounce is already closed and this is Team 5 direct. Can you answer Team 5? Yeah. Team 5?
Pass.
Yeah, cool. Team 4?
Okay. The major league outfit with an Indian connect. Which you just want a flag. You want a very specific answer.
Yes.
Like it has to be a nation's flag or can be a color.
I'm not giving out anything on that.
Okay. Which flag? I'll say the orange flag, like Netherlands flag, and the major league outfit is Cincinnati Bengals.
Passing on Team 3. Team 3 is not the Team 2 is bounced. Team 1.
Let's say the flag is a Jolly Roger, so it's for the Pittsburgh Pirates.
This gives you a +10. Team 1, team 2, and team 8 gets a +10 on this.
What is the Indian connect here?
Pittsburgh Pirates, this $1 Million Arm movie, the first Indian player in any major league game was from Pittsburgh Pirates.
Can we have a score check, please?
Yeah,
Yes.
Akhil or Anurag, maybe you can say out the scores.
Yes, team 1 is at 115, team 2 is 90, team 4 is 75, team 5 is 30, team 6 is 110, team 7 is 140, and team 8 is 80.
Anyone has any objection on the scores?
No, all good, all good.
Fine. Next question, direct to team 8. Whenever this hill has been part of a one-day cycling event, it has proved to be a decisive point of the race, also serving as the finishing points in recent editions. So there's an image, I'll move on. Post World War II, an unfortunate incident had occurred here, which forced the country's national football team to take a precautionary measure before going to participate in an international event. So I want the location and what precautionary measure the country's football team took. So this is the image of the hill, and this has been the finishing point for a race. I want the name of the place and what precautionary measure did they take? Did the country take before participating in this international event?
Can you go back to the question?
So think of incidents post World War II in an international event.
Oh, you need the exact name of a location, or can we just pinpoint the direction?
I want the name of the location.
So do you need like the city or like the geographical entity?
The city won't do actually.
City won't.
चलो इनको भी पता है कि साला हम चलो ठीक है
Yeah, I'll close the pounds in 5, 4. Yeah, pounds is closed. This is team 8's direct. Team 8.
Okay, so we'll say this is the Capitoline Hill, which is supposed to be the finishing location for the Giro d'Italia. And the precautionary measure is basically they had a plane crash before this. So they took parachutes with them when they were flying or something.
Moving on, team 7.
Yeah, we'll say the Capitoline Hill as like what team 8 said, and for the second part, we'll say that because the El Grande, plane crash had taken place so recently, they went to the World Cup in Brazil by ship and not by plane.
Passing on, moving on, team 6.
Okay, so for the location, I will say this is the Heartbreak Hill. And the precautionary measure that the Italian national team took is that they traveled to Brazil to play the World Cup by ship as they were taking precautions because the Torino FC team had died because of an air crash.
Moving on, team 5. Team 5.
For team 5, it's pass.
Team 4.
We pass.
Team 3 is not there. Team 2 has already formed. Team 1.
Pass.
Cool. Team 2, would you like to give out the answer?
Should we answer?
Yeah.
So the Superga disaster. So the team of FC Torino, they had a plane crash and all. So the Italy team, they went by boat. Boat or
Nice answer there. Team 2 gets a plus 10, and team 7, who gave out the answer for the second part first, gets a plus 5. So
yes, sir.
With that, we can move on to the last question, I believe. Anybody wants a score check before this, or?
ना इसके पहले दिए थे ना, तो we can continue, I guess.
Cool. So last question. Sorry, slide. The Weisman score is a fictional efficiency metric for lossless compression applications developed at the request of producer for the television series Silicon Valley, with a maximum theoretical limit believed to be 2.9. A score 2.9 above 2.9 was considered unachievable until it was comprehensively broken during a tech competition in the TV show. One of the recruiters present there compared this to a milestone, which was the most sought after record from the mid 20th century. So what analogy did they use to refer this achievement?
Who is sponsoring?
I've received from
Yeah, team 7 is sponsored as well.
With, I'll give 5 more seconds. And the bounce is closed with team 2, 8, and 7 bounce. This is direct to team 8, I believe.
No, it'll be 6. The 7 got 5 for Torino.
Oh, cool. Sorry. It will be direct to team 6.
Shall we answer?
Just a second.
Yes.
Yeah, you can answer. Yeah.
So we'll say this is. Do we answer?
Yeah. Okay.
We'll say this is Roger Bannister's 4-minute mile.
That is perfectly correct. Team 6, 7, and 8 and 2 gets a plus 10 on this. With that, we come to the end of this finals. Akhil, could you
read out the scores? Yeah.
Yes, just a second. Yeah, so team 1's at 115, team 2's at 100, team 4's at 75, team 5's at 30, team 6 is at 110, team 7 at 145.
It should be at 110. Just
Team 6 is at 120, became second.
1 second. The scores weren't updated. Like, could you tell? So,
last
question.
Yes.
2, 7, 8, and 6. That's our plus 10.
Yeah. So the corrected scores are 115 for team 1, 110 for team 2, 75 for team 4, 30 for team 5, 120 for team 6, 155 for team 7, and 90 for team 8. Team 7's the winner, 155. Team 6 is second place, and team 1's at third place.
Bad luck for team 2, just missing out on the third place.
Also, this was our first time conducting, so any feedbacks are welcome.
Good set, guys. Enjoyed it.
Thanks.
Really good.
Thank you.
Excellent quiz, guys. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for participating, everyone.
Recording stopped. The recording has stopped.
On behalf of the Quiz Club of IIT ISM Dhanbad, I would like to thank all the participants for spectating and participating in this event. And a
Bye,
huge
Sahu,
shout
chale
out
gaye.
to the Quizmasters and a huge thank you from the bottom of all our hearts. It was an amazing quiz. It was really fun. So I think that's about it. Moin sir, anything else? Or? All right, I think that's about it. So good night, everyone.